Finding the right phone plan can kind of feel like trying to pick the best burger in town. Everyone claims to have the best deal, the best service, and the best everything, but once you start digging into the details, you realize there's a lot more to consider than just the price tag. And that's exactly the case when comparing Visible and Mint Mobile, two of the most talked about budget-friendly carriers. Both offer cheap, no-contract plans and use big-name networks, but their approaches are completely different. Now, before I move on with the rest of the video, if at any point you guys want to try out either of these carriers, then feel free to head over to the links in the description to get yourselves the best deals available, so consider that if you're interested. At first glance, it might seem like they're offering the same thing, but once you break it down, the differences become pretty obvious. Visible is backed by Verizon's network, which is a huge plus for people who need strong nationwide coverage that works well in both urban and rural areas. It's a simple pay-as-you-go monthly service that doesn't require any long-term commitments. Mint Mobile, on the other hand, runs on T-Mobile's network, and while T-Mobile's 5G speeds are some of the fastest, its coverage in rural and remote areas isn't as reliable as Verizon's. Instead of paying month to month, Mint Mobile makes you prepay for multiple months at a time, which can save you a lot of money but also means committing to a longer period upfront. If pricing is your biggest concern, then Mint Mobile definitely wins. It offers some of the cheapest plans in the industry with rates that can drop as low as $15 a month. Even their unlimited plan, which is technically capped at 40 gigabytes of high-speed data per month, is way cheaper than most other carriers, especially when compared to traditional post-paid plans. The catch, of course, is that once your prepaid term runs out, you have to renew at the full price unless you're committing to another long-term plan. Visible, on the other hand, keeps things incredibly straightforward. Instead of juggling different data caps and prepaid terms, they only offer two plans, one at $25 a month and the other at $35 a month. Both come with unlimited data, talk, and text, but the more expensive option gives you priority data, which means you won't get slowed down as much when Verizon's network is congested. Unlike Mint, you don't have to prepay for months in advance, so you can just pay month to month and cancel anytime without worrying about renewal dates or price hikes. Now, one of the biggest things to consider when choosing a plan is how much data you actually use. Visible offers truly unlimited data, but with a small catch. On the cheaper $25 plan, your speeds can slow down when the network is busy, so if you want to avoid slowdowns, you'll need to go for the $35 plan, which gives you priority data access, so you won't be affected by congestion as much. As for Mint Mobile, their unlimited plan doesn't cut you off at 40 gigabytes anymore, but your speeds might slow down during congestion after hitting a high-speed threshold. That said, most people won't even notice the difference, especially in areas with strong T-Mobile coverage. Since it costs way less than Verizon, it's a killer deal for anyone who doesn't burn through data non-stop. Another big difference between these two carriers is Hotspot Data. If you ever need to connect a laptop or tablet to your phone's internet, this could be a major deciding factor. Visible includes unlimited hotspot usage, but it's capped at 5 megabits per second speed, which is fine for basic browsing, but not great for heavy streaming or gaming. Then Mint Mobile includes up to 10 gigabytes of hotspot data per month on its unlimited plan, which is a decent amount for occasional use, but might not cut it if you rely on your phone as a hotspot regularly. Plus, if you go over 35 gigabytes of data in a month, you might experience slower speeds in busy areas. So, if hotspot usage is a big deal for you, Visible's plans offer way more flexibility and data. When it comes to international perks, Mint Mobile and Visible have different approaches. Mint includes free calls to Mexico and Canada on all plans, plus free international texting to over 190 countries, while Visible offers unlimited talk and text to Mexico and Canada. But only the Visible Plus plan includes calling to over 30 countries and texting to over 200 countries. Now, both of them are digital only, which means no physical stores to visit if you need customer service. Everything is handled online, which can be convenient or frustrating depending on your experience. Visible has a bit of a reputation for slow customer service, with some people reporting long wait times when they need help. Mint Mobile's self-service system is generally smoother, and it has a slightly better reputation for customer satisfaction. If you're the type who prefers to fix things on your own, Mint Mobile makes it easier to do that. But if you ever run into an issue that requires actual customer support, Visible might be a little more frustrating to deal with. So after breaking it all down, which one should you go with? Well, if you want a straightforward, no-fuss, unlimited plan that doesn't require prepaying, Visible is probably the best choice. It's great for heavy data users, people who need strong rural coverage, and those who want an unlimited unlimited hotspot feature. Since it's month to month, there's no pressure to commit either, and you can switch or cancel anytime without worrying about renewal deadlines. On the other hand, if you're looking for the absolute cheapest plan possible and don't mind paying upfront, Mint Mobile is the way to go. If you can commit to a full year, the savings are massive, and if you don't use more than 40 gigabytes of data per month, you'll probably never hit its speed cap. It's also a better option if you live in a big city where T-Mobile's 5G speeds are at their best, and if you make frequent calls to Canada or Mexico. And that just about wraps up today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any further questions for me, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and don't forget about those deals and discounts in the description below. At any rate though, thank you all so much for watching as always, and until next time, take care.